Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer General Zero Hour. Last time we finished the USA campaign by killing Dr. Thrax, who was heading up the GLA's biological weapons program. And the USA has called it mission accomplished and has more or less gone home. Now, you'll notice some similarities in this campaign to the original Generals campaign. If anything, it's kind of a mirror image. Because in Generals 1 we started with China getting nuked by the GLA and just generally being fucked up by them, and then China fought back. They cleared the GLA out of China and parts of Kazakhstan. But then the GLA, well actually it was, I think mostly just in Southeast Asia. But the GLA made a comeback, striking primarily at the Chinese but also at the GLA, until eventually they had secured a launch facility in Kazakhstan, which allowed them to drop biological weapons on Chinese cities, as we saw. And then the USA came in, because it was obvious the Chinese couldn't contain the GLA threat, and we brought peace and order to the region, eventually destroying the main GLA headquarters in, what was that city called? It was a city in Kazakhstan. I can't remember the name, but I do. Akmola, that's what it was, Akmola. Which, curiously enough, was also a base of operations for terrorists in Delta Force 2. Then in the Zero Hour campaign, first, the USA has to finish cleaning up the GLA because they still had the launch facility in Kazakhstan. So they took Baikonur, but of course only after they had used the missiles to launch an attack on European city. And eventually, they tracked down and trying to provide aid to areas that had been beset upon by the GLA. They came across intel regarding Dr. Thrax and his bioweapons program and his funding, and they cut him off, and he was seen as the last major leader of the GLA. But it's time for the GLA to make their comeback, unfortunately at the expense of the Americans, which I think parts of this campaign are a bit silly. But yeah, let's just dive into it for now, and I'll complain about it later. Alright, so, of course.
Although the United States has ordered its mercenaries to hunt down Dr. Thrax, the Global Liberation Army has abandoned efforts to protect the rogue scientist, who is known to be unstable. Senseless American aggression once more fills the sky with smoke and fire. But despite this air power and combined troop strength, China and America cannot hope to break the GLA chain of command. GLA leaders promise a continuing war of attrition against the enemies of freedom. It is a war they will win. This is Omar Ben Ghazali reporting.
That's in a better internet connection. This video was a little choppy there.
Patrol the base. Target has been located and we are in pursuit.
The bombing campaign has already begun. Be careful, Patrol.
Roger that base. I'm on the right.
I'm taking fire!
Stay on them!
Look out!
Base Charlie 3 is down. Repeat, Charlie 3 is down.
Continue pursuit, Charlie 2. This is our best shot at him.
Escort's eliminated. I've got him.
General, we made our escape and are headed for the rendezvous point. The GLA has risen again.
General, you must help our true leader escape so that the GLA can live on. Dr. Thrax may have died for the cause, but that is inconsequential. If our brother escapes, the US will not have seen the last of the GLA.
Alright, so we have salvage crates, so we can upgrade some of our stuff right over.
Quad cannon. Gonna make a pickup.
Spread them out. We have a bunch of motorcycles here.
Our way has been
Serve as a light
path is clear.
scout infantry.
Let's do it. What do you want on the floor? What?
Right, so we have a light garrison of US Rangers. Let's go in and take them out.
They can be recycled. What's in it for me? They can be recycled.
Committed to the cause.
think so.
Our way has been set. On the way. Yes, I go. The path
Enemy
is
patrol!
clear.
All units, open fire!
Our way has been set.
My general,
On the way.
one of our quick strike crews has managed to elude the American pursuers and have agreed to aid us in our
won't catch
mission.
us.
Their rocket pod should prove most useful
Our
against
plan is
enemy
strong.
armor.
Go. So yeah, the motorcycle is a lot like
Just as
the
we planned.
battle cycle, or however they call it. Well, hey, they have. It's a lot like the IFB or AFB from Red Alert 2, as well as I think there was an equivalent unit in Red Alert
Our way has been
B,
set.
where the unit's
Yes,
attack
The
capabilities.
Americans have surrounded our stronghold with military checkpoints.
Let's go.
We must clear
On
the
the
way.
way.
Everyone back in there.
Just as we planned.
Okay. Didn't go exactly as planned.
4 on the floor.
I suppose the smart thing to do would have only been to approach them with
I'm ready. Our way has been set.
rocket cycles, but yeah, they take on an attack based on whatever unit is occupied by them. So in this case, with the main GLA infantry, they would take on a standard
Gun it.
anti-infantry attack. The rocket, they get rockets.
Hit and run.
With terrorists, they become a more powerful suicide vehicle.
Let's get in the fight. Let's make a
I think he's already fully upgraded. Okay.
Clips. Let's do it.
And I don't think, yeah, combat cycles don't benefit from upgrades. But we can pick up this US base here. Oh, right. I completely
You have reached
forgot that the USA opts out infantry when their buildings are destroyed.
Committed to
Here
the
at this
cause.
area.
Clips. Let's do it.
Now, we can do.
a warrior has fallen.
What? Really? Okay, so apparently without a passenger, the cycle just self up, which is silly. I think it should just occupy. I want this cannon. I don't know how good this cannon will actually do
Pick up the speed.
for us, but I'll take the
Gun it. Pick up the speed.
power.
Pick up the speed. Haha. Gun it. Let's go. Captured the building. Go.
Nothing up here
Pick
really.
up the speed.
I think the combat cycles can.
Go. Go.
Okay, so they can go past infantry.
Got it.
Okay, I guess I've never tried it before. Hey, we learned something.
Path is clear.
So we have a fallback point.
Our
Things
way
get
has
hairy.
been set. The path is clear. On the way.
Surprised they didn't give the emergency repair as option. Say a base.
General, this hidden base can provide us with the resources we need to push past the American siege and reach the airfield.
Let's quick queue up some workers. Get Scorpion rockets, and we can get a radar van.
I will work.
And a bunch of Scorpion. Why not? We won't.
I will work.
I do want to start pumping you guys out and pump out combat cycles, which, by the way, do come with a
It's not
free
looking too good, is it? Yes, it already needs repair.
a free GLA
Do not
soldier.
hurt me. I will carry as much as I can. I will work. Yes.
Scorpion rocket
My
installed,
hands
sir.
are splinters. What do you want with me?
We can booby trap the buildings now.
Right? Can we? We can't really build anything.
I guess I
make the
should help out.
sacrifice.
Yes.
I guess we can put.
Working eyes at
Yep.
your disposal.
let's
This hammer is heavy.
okay, so there's stuff just across the bridge.
I will try
That
to
being
hurry.
the case,
Do not hurt me.
let's
I will do what I must.
alright, we can upgrade some of our building. I think mainly just base defenses with camouflage setting,
That was a lot
which
of
somehow
work.
makes them invisible. Well, not somehow, but it does camouflage them. It could be particularly useful. Could be particularly useful. Because then you need something. You either need to know the location for like American airstrikes and stuff,
Construction has been completed.
or you know they find it by surprise. There's suddenly 20 missiles up your
What
butt.
do you want me? I'm just
Obviously.
a peasant.
An ideal.
Ready to stay.
I will obey. A lot of work. Here I go.
Okay, so I think we have sufficient coverage on the bridge now, at least for a.
Scorpion tank.
Yep, Scorpions can get
Yes, I
upgrades now.
understand. It is good.
So let's see.
Scorpion, ready to stay. Yes, I understand.
So that's something new. I'm trying to think
Fast
what
as I
other
can.
units get
Very
upgrades
well.
now. I think. Don't the rocket buggy always get upgrades? Maybe it couldn't, but you know for sure in this.
I will
Look
do
at
this.
dual Scorpion.
It is good. Ready to
It only has 2 upgrade stages.
Very well.
but,
No
dual
lack of
Scorpion
courage.
missiles.
Yes, I understand.
That's
Very well.
that's something.
Very
And you,
well.
remember, they get salvage from destroying enemy vehicles too.
Fast as I can. Ready as your request. It is good.
So I presume the upgraded gun has
Scorpion tank.
more damage and a higher rate of
Yes, I
fire,
understand.
and then a double Scorpion missile.
Our will is strong.
Obviously. All right.
Full throttle. Scorpion tank.
The
Quad cannon. Yes, I understand. Fast as I can.
these guys will
No
be
lack of courage.
the bulk of our strike force. I think.
I will do this. Scorpion tank.
I think I might want a air marauder tanks too, just for some heavier firepower.
It doesn't get
But our opening salvo will be these guys. Now you'll notice they have dual machine guns right now. This guy just has a rocket launcher for the rocket trooper, but then when the terrorist goes on, he gets a bigger payload. So these guys can be useful because you can basically load these. They're expensive, but you can load them up with terrorists and send them over impassable terrain and attack an enemy's base from the rear, which against the US and China would be particularly devastating since that's more where their power plants are. So then you can follow up with a conventional attack from the front and not have to worry about base defense.
I will die for our cause. Let's take a jump. Full throttle. They will fear us.
But yeah, this combination is expensive because the combat cycle is 500, which is about the same as the technical. Then the terrorist is another 200. So you're paying $700 credits for this combo, which, well, it's cheaper than the bomb trucks, which I think with all their upgrades run somewhere in the 5 or 3,500.
It doesn't get any faster. They won't catch us.
Marauder tank assembled. Armor
You know,
located.
that's not what I wanted.
Get to the goods.
Trying to use WASD to pan the camera because some newer games let you do that. Because, you know, it's a comfortable
It
Uzi
doesn't get any faster. Let's take a
position,
jump.
and you know your hand just naturally
Cliffs,
goes
they
there.
won't catch us.
At least
Cliffs,
if
it
you
doesn't
at
get
Gears
any
play
faster. Cliffs, let's do it.
computers and such. But nope, this guy's old-fashioned, and that's hotkeying something. So
It better be worth it.
we get radar scan, no, because we need the black market trade.
Let's take a jump.
That
Cliffs, let's do it. Go.
okay? You're gonna scout for us and basically.
Pick up the speed.
Warrior has fallen.
Okay, so
It all works.
broader tanks.
Let's see what
Deal
we
with
find.
them.
The higher order shall reign.
Once the tanks are on the bridge, I'm not going to waste our cyclists on those guys. Buildings are. Then these guys can go and capture the reinforcement pad, which will give us a steady supply of scorpion tanks.
I'll be sorting through your scraps. It's never enough. Threads tighten. You got something for me?
I was going to say, do you really think that's going to work? I'm just going to have them shoot.
You got something for me?
At where you just were.
What can I say? I'm a taker. We will not be oppressed.
I almost didn't need to buy all the scorpion tanks. But,
all.
oh well. So we can stage
On the floor.
our combat force across the river now.
It doesn't get any faster.
And
Got it.
try to scout us a path to the airport. Now you're just disposable scouts at this.
Pick up the speed. Let's go. We are going.
Nice. Looks like they
Get out of here. Pick up the speed.
I like the one GLA plane that they somehow haven't impounded.
Go. Let's go.
That makes me nervous, so
I'm just a peasant.
uh
I will do what I must. Okay, okay, I will work.
A
I will
warrior
do
has
the best I
fallen.
can.
oh hey, they have units. Alright.
It doesn't get any faster. Let's do it.
Go two at a time.
Haha, gun it.
Stay on the bridge.
Get out of here. Pick up the speed. Armor bolted in. I'll be sorting through your scraps.
Okay, thanks for the free upgrade.
Go, go.
Okay, we're just going
Let's
to
get out of
run
here.
past these guys
Gun it.
and hit the first fire base.
A warrior has fallen.
Did our terrorist get promoted before he died? Because that would be hilarious.
I am finished with the building.
They won't catch us. Haha, gun it. Pick up the speed. Let's go.
Stay.
Let's go. I will do my best.
Okay, why don't you go grab that?
As you request. It is good. Very well. I will do this. Yes, I understand.
Alright.
It is good. It
These
doesn't
guys
get any
and knock
faster.
out that fire base.
Haha, gun it.
A warrior
Oh,
has
come on.
fallen. Get them.
I suppose we... Okay, I saw that shell change direction in mid-flight. How come it never does that for me? But,
Hit and run. Clips, let's do it. Let's get out of here.
response to that order.
Warrior is fallen.
Alright,
I do not have patience for this.
now we can move up. Yep, there's the Scorpion tank starting. And we got 4 more demo cycles left. I'm not gonna bother building more. Fun as they are.
Go! Go! Light tank of the GLA.
We'll grab your missile upgrade.
Fast as I can. Let's take a jump. Hit and run. Cliffs, let's do it.
A warrior has fallen.
Hit and run. Scorpion tank.
Do we have any left? No. Okay, it's time to just go conventional on these guys. First off,
I will do this.
get your upgrade.
Don't get on my bad side. They will break and shatter. They will break and shatter. Light tank of the GLA. These people will not be mocked. As you
Get
request.
your upgrade.
They must die. Begin stitching.
And we can just eliminate
I do not
the
have
rest of the
patience for
American
this.
presence now.
Stop them dead in their tracks.
No Well, this mission would go very differently had I been in command of the USA. Well, that's it for the USA.
Let's take a jump.
We could try to use these guys to scout out, see if there's any Easter eggs hidden in the map since we don't have radar
They
scan.
won't catch us.
Which there might. But
Just as we planned.
I think we can move our fat little general to
Clips, let's do it.
next area.
Pick up the speed. It doesn't get any faster.
Right.
Haha, gun it. They won't catch us.
Nothing really over there. Nothing in the airport. Nothing in that little speck. Nothing there. Just a lot of mountains. There.
Let's go.
See, it's a good thing you can't like evict the general from his limo.
I'm ready.
He's like stupid and needs a limo to go anywhere. Because otherwise, you could just put him out of there and into a combat cycle and just go over this mountain and beat the mission. Alright, no enemies left in the map.
Excellent work, General. We will show the Americans that we still have the power to resist them.
Surprised they have the American C-130 and not like the old GLA cargo plane.
We are victorious.
Thought that would make more sense, but... Alright, so that's the mission. So we had only a 2-to-1 KD, but... Gilead's pretty high. Especially since we had a bunch of terrorists. The true leader of the GLA has gotten away, so begins their comeback. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and we'll see you.